Hey there, Jason Smith here, just sitting here. It's 10 p.m. I'm sitting in my kitchen, got a glass of wine, and I thought, man, what do you do with your 10 p.m. with a glass of wine? What does one do? And I thought the best thing to do is to make a video for you. Now, this particular video is going to be mostly for people here in Germany. But even if you live outside of Germany, it still isn't a bad video to watch. It actually would still be a good video for you to watch because you want to look to maybe see if there's something similar in your country. About what you could do in your finances in this particular case. Now, one of the important things about finances, and not just being able to grow finances, but ensuring that if something unexpected happens, that it doesn't put you back a ways. You don't have to start from zero again if something comes in unexpected. And statistics show, at least in America, I don't know what the German statistics are, but I know that in the American statistics, once every about 10 years, on average, experience some kind of unexpected situation that sets them quite a bit back financially. And so you'll find that you're starting to build your finances, you're doing really well, getting out of debt, and then bam, you just couldn't even see that happening. Couldn't even see that coming at all. I came out of the middle of nowhere, and now you're set back. And Germany actually has a number of things that are set up to help you with that in some situations. There are, the kind of five pillars, if you will, in the social system of Germany. You have the national health insurance. That's here. That's one of the pillars. You also have the national care insurance, I guess is maybe how you would translate that to English. And so basically when you get older and if you need to go into a care home, or maybe you get so sick and so disabled that someone needs to come to your home to do some of your basic things for you, that would be this care insurance. You also have there's also a national unemployment insurance here in Germany. There's also a national accident insurance here in Germany, and there's also a national pension, national retirement insurance here in Germany. So those are the five pillars that go into the overall social system of Germany. It's really pretty cool setup. I can't say that I agree with everything in the way that it works, but even Germans don't agree with everything in the way that it works. But in general, it does a pretty good job. But it doesn't cover everything. For example, the national health insurance, there's a lot that it doesn't cover, and that's another video for another time. But I want to talk just a moment about the accident insurance. The accident insurance in Germany, but basically accident insurance is if you fall and you break your leg, you need to be in a wheelchair or something like that, and you get all of these costs associated outside of the actual medical costs, but maybe you need a wheelchair now, or maybe you need to remodel your car or get a new car that would then allow you to, with your disability, to be able to be in that car or carry your wheelchair or something, or you need to remodel your house to make it more safe, or not safe, but make it more accessible to you. And that's what happens in the accident insurance. But the problem is there's this big, huge problem. And if you're still watching this video, please keep on watching because this is so important. The national accident insurance here in Germany, what most people don't know is actually when you are not covered. If you ask most people who live in Germany if they even know that there is an accident insurance within the five pillars of the social system here, they don't know when they're covered and when they're not covered. And that, my friend, is a huge mistake. Huge. Okay. Germans love vacation. It's required by law for employers to give their employees, part-time, full-time, regular vacations, paid vacations. And so they go skiing, they go to the beach, they go all over the world, they go on cruises, all of that. And here's the thing, there you're not covered. You are only covered in the national accident insurance on the direct route from home directly to work while you're at work and then directly from work to home. Nowhere else, and no time else. And it gets really crazy at this point. Imagine now for a moment, okay, you go to work. Now, I mean, really, like, if you're at work and you're not self-employed, then really the insurance of that company will also take over. But basically, when you're at work, you're covered. But not really only if you're at work. You're at work and you're working. You're sitting there at your desk, normal desk job, no reason why you're going to have any kind of accident. Everything's good. You stand up and you walk into the bathroom or to the toilet. And in there is some water on the ground, and you slip and fall and you're in an accident, and bam, here is where the National Accident Insurance should come into play and take care of you. But they won't, because you're not working. You're at work, but you're not actively engaged in work. You're on personal time. And the accident insurance is not covered in the personal time. Now, there are ways around that, and you might be able to still get the National Accident Insurance to cover you in that, but it's a massive headache, and there's zero guarantee that they're going to, regardless how long you've been paying into the system. That's not so much fun. Okay, and here's the thing: it's on the direct way from home to work, direct way from home to from work to home. So let's say you get done with work that day, you're like, I'm just gonna stop into the grocery store and I'm just going to pick up some bread and some milk for when I'm home. Well, the moment you get off that road and you pull into the parking lot or onto another road that's not the direct way home, you're no longer covered. Now, of course, if you're driving and you get off that road, then your car insurance takes over, no problem. But you get out of that car and you start going into the store and something happens, it's not the direct way from work to home. And here's the other thing. If you're a houseman, if you're a housewoman, housewife, house husband, you're not covered. You're not covered. If you're self-employed and you work from home, you might be covered in it if you can prove that when you were at home, you were working. And then maybe. But the moment you leave your front door, sorry, you're not covered. That means you're only covered during the times you're in your home office. Not fun. So my strong recommendation to you is get a really good accident insurance. And that's one of those things, I mean, nobody wants to pay for it. Nobody wants another insurance. Nobody wants another insurance. Another insurance is just not fun. But there are some insurances that are hugely recommended. In fact, I would say they should be mandated. You know, we have mandated car insurance. I think there are other types of insurance that should be mandated, and an accident insurance, private Unfallversicherung in German, should be mandated. It just should. It is so important, because you don't really wake up in the morning planning to have an accident. And yet this accident could have a massive, it could just have massive ramifications on your finances. So get one. In Germany, you can get a really nice accident insurance for about 15, 16 euros a month with 1000% Progression, which is crazy. If you have questions about that, just talk to me. I'll happily talk you through that. And there's others where you're not going to get quite that much Leistung is the word in German, not quite that much what the insurance company delivers, and maybe it will cost you less. But really, I mean, when it comes to accident insurance, just get the best. Literally, just get the best. There's some things you just don't skimp on. You know, maybe you'd rather have McDonald's rather than, you know, the best burger in town. Maybe, that'd be fine, you know, whatever. But there are some things you just don't skip on. And accident insurance is not one of those. Just don't. Just don't. Just get the insurance and don't skimp on it. So great, that's what I've got for you today. It's building wealth. It's not only just about building wealth, but it's also protecting the wealth that you've got. So protect it. Okay. Cheers.